First up tonight, we begin with breaking news just into the WHAS11 newsroom. A man is dead after a shooting in the Newburgh neighborhood. Metro Police say they responded to reports of a person on Poplar Level Road who had been shot just before 10 o'clock tonight. When officers got there, they found a man who had been fatally shot. He had been killed. Anyone who can help police investigate this case, call the anonymous tip line at 574-LMPD. Also right now live at 11 on the WHAS 11 night team, you are looking at our Weather Impact Team Futurecast radar. That means it's showing you ahead the expected rain tomorrow through Friday, right into Kentucky Oaks Day. Tomorrow is expected to be the third biggest day of crowds at Churchill Downs before the Derby. It is Thurby Day. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I'm Doug Proffitt, joined here now by WHAS 11 meteorologist Matt Breland. So, Matt, tomorrow is it a day for ponchos at the track? Because, as you know, you can't take umbrellas.
That's right. No umbrellas, but definitely would advise bringing the ponchos because we're tracking another round of showers that are going to be around as we go throughout the majority of our afternoon time. So here's how things are looking right now for our Wednesday evening. Very quiet and very nice out there. You'll notice that temperatures are ranging into those mid-70s. We have a bit of a breeze out of the east-southeast at 5 miles per hour and just a few of those small passing clouds. Now, as we saw earlier, there were a few showers trying to develop across parts of southern Indiana. They have now dissolved out, and we're staying with just this bit of a cloudy setup for the remainder of our evening. Now, there is still a small chance that we could see a few patches of drizzle just as we go further on into our nighttime hours, but as we trend later on into the night and into our early morning time, you can expect mostly quiet conditions. Our temperatures will be ranging into those lower 70s, but headed further on past the afternoon hours, that's whenever some showers and thunderstorms will begin to develop around Kentuckiana. There's a level 2 out of 5 chance that some of these storms will have some severe qualities, and that will include some damaging winds along with some small hail, and we're not ruling out the possibility of some of those isolated brief and weak tornado spin-ups as well. We're going to get to all those details and the full look at the Derby forecast coming up here in just a few short minutes.
Matt, thank you very much, Matt. Right now, new tonight, to late-breaking new details of the frightening shooting today inside the main public library in Seymour, Indiana. Within the last couple of hours, Indiana State Police revealed that the 18-year-old suspect's first target was the high school there and a resource officer, but he didn't go inside. WHAS 11 night team's Clarice Shaley and photojournalist Aspen Hester talking to a classmate of that high school senior who is now under arrest.
The sound of a detonation heard around the small town of Seymour, Indiana. Authorities detonating a suspicious package in the parking lot of the Jackson County Public Library. Police say suspect 18-year-old Emiliano Cuevas Bravo shot into the glass of the library, shattered glass hitting and injuring a library employee. The stunning attack didn't stop there.
The suspect went up to the second level of the library, and fortunately at some point while he was upstairs, a patron of the library approached him and tackled him and held him there actually until law enforcement arrived.
Cuevas Bravo was quickly taken into custody. Police later revealing his first intended target was a school resource officer at Seymour High School, but he never made contact and did not go inside.
And they showed me a picture of like him getting arrested, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Abby Mosley has class with Cuevas Bravo at Seymour High School.
I was shocked, but like I said, hearing that it was from him, I was like I kind of expected it.
Mosley says he's a smart student, but she also called him, quote, a little odd. She hopes she doesn't see Cuevas Bravo in the halls again.
I hope that he's in there for a while because that was awful. And I hope he's not allowed back in the school again, just for like all of our safety.
While officials work to determine what the motive is in this incident, they do want to stress they do not believe it was targeted.
We need to provide that information to the library employees, the patrons that were involved, but the community as a whole, because the community is going to be this is bothering for them, and they want to make sure that they're safe in the community.
The community 1 hour north of Louisville still grappling with the library attack.
Seems like a place to go for relaxation or just, you know, not somewhere where I'd expect a shooting.
Residents telling us a young man who had his whole life ahead of him, accused in an incident that has shaken Seymour. In Jackson County, Clarice Shaley, WHAS 11 night team, on your side.
Police also told us tonight that Cuevas Bravo is charged with 2 counts of attempted murder plus other charges. He will soon have an initial hearing in the Jackson County, Indiana Circuit Court. We just got late word in tonight from Metro Police. A man has now died after he was thrown off a motorcycle in far eastern Jefferson County. The victim's name is Xander Rothrock, and he was 18 years old. The coroner also says he lived not far from the crash scene. This happened at Westport Road and Rollington Road. This is on a curvy, narrow section of Westport Road, just past the East End Ford plant. Police say Rothrock left the roadway on his motorcycle for unknown reasons. He was taken to U of L Hospital downtown with severe injuries, where police tonight, a little while ago, said he has now died. New tonight, a man is dead after being shot in the Russell neighborhood of Louisville. Officers responded to the shooting at the intersection of South 28th Street and West Chestnut Street. He was taken to University Hospital, where he later died of his injuries. Officers and detectives are still investigating any potential witnesses. You can call the anonymous tip line at 574-LMPD. Louisville Metro Police today also releasing the body camera video from the deadly shooting that happened on Easter Sunday right in Crescent Hill. One Metro officer shot a man in the head after that man allegedly tried stabbing another police officer.
What you got in your pocket there?
Nothing at all.
Looks like a knife.
It is.
That's Officer Cody Chappell on the left. The scene on the right is Officer Benjamin Klingenfuss's body camera video. They are trying to cuff Atume McCullum, who has a knife in his left pocket. During the struggle, it falls out onto the ground. McCullum grabs it. According to Metro Police, he stabbed Chappell twice while Klingenfuss's magnetized camera fell off of his uniform. An attempt to use a taser fails, and we pause the video here before Klingenfuss shoots McCullum once in the head. McCullum would die at the hospital for the shooting. Deputy Chief Emily McKinley today saying officers don't want to use deadly force.
They are making split-second decisions in very tense, rapidly unfolding situations that are violent and volatile in nature. And then we are left with a family who is grieving a devastating loss of a loved one.
We also got a statement today from McCullum's family. They described Atume as a decorated Marine Corps veteran who served in the Iraq War from 2007 to 2011, saying in part, Atume lived with bipolar II and post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. He served his loved ones and his country, and for that, we are forever grateful. Floyd Central will switch to an e-learning day on Friday. It comes following the death of junior Noah Maddox. Friends and family said the young football player accidentally drowned during a team mulch fundraiser last Friday. In a post to social media, New Albany Floyd County Schools say that many staff and students will be attending Maddox's funeral and the visitation, which are scheduled for this Friday. A major headline tonight for Louisville's 12,000 Ford factory workers. You won't have to be worrying about layoffs as a result of President Donald Trump's auto tariffs. That assurance coming today from Ford CEO Jim Farley, who visited Louisville's East End plant for the launch of the new 2025 Expedition SUV. Trump recently moved to ease some of the burden of the tariffs. An administration official telling ABC News the 25% tariff on finished foreign-made cars and parts will remain. But today, the president announcing a new policy that will prevent tariffs from stacking on top of other tariffs that he's imposed, such as steel and aluminum. Farley in Louisville is grateful for the move, but still he is pushing for more.
We are constantly communicating to the Trump administration these last few weeks to help secure a trade policy that supports growth and doesn't contradict our industry. And we are not there yet.
Ford also announcing they're extending those discounted employee prices for all customers looking to buy a car until July 4th. However, future pricing may be impacted by whether other automakers pass off the tariff costs right to consumers. Now we want to switch gears to the biggest week in Louisville. It is, of course, Derby Week. And right now, one of the very first Derby parties is underway in West Louisville, and it drew big names tonight. Louisville Urban League Derby Gala combines fashion and fundraising. They call it partying with a purpose. And our night team party correspondent tonight is Jose Alonso, along with photojournalist Emma Gefter. And Jose, you've been there since the doors opened at 6 o'clock at the Norton Healthcare Sports and Learning Center. How's the party going? Is it still underway?
Yeah, Doug, I mean, it's still amped, it's still going on. And take a look right over here. We got people still taking pictures with the banner as well, dressed in their Derby fashion for this Derby Gala. And this is the 8th annual year that Urban Louisville Urban League Derby Gala has been going and partying with a purpose. Right now you're hearing local DJ Z Nice spin some tracks, and we also want to talk about all the guests that made their grand entrance into this event, and we asked them about the upcoming Run for the Roses and about the late Louvillian being honored tonight. A sold-out gala, dimmed in blue lighting.
That the program has been brought into the community.
The Norton Healthcare Sports and Learning Center transformed into a night of fashion, from the reserved tables to the extravagant entrance backdrop.
For the last 30 years, I come home to be with my family members for the Kentucky Derby. It's the most exciting time that Kentucky ever seen.
And one of the first supporters and investors in the vision for this building, the Sports and Learning Complex.
It's a night President and CEO of Louisville Urban League, Lyndon Pryor, and many others look forward to every year.
The Louisville Urban League is here to advance social and economic equity and access for Black and other marginalized communities here in Louisville and the surrounding area. About 1,200 people pour through these doors. We've got a wonderful dinner and program prepared where people are going to learn a little bit about the mission here from some of our clients.
Deal with all kinds of things in terms of employment, housing, I mean, you name it.
1, 2, 3.
It's also a night of remembrance for the late Louvillian, Junior Bridgman.
He actually encouraged and was an inspiration to me, okay? I actually met Junior on a Southwest Airlines flight many, many years ago, okay? And to this date, I have his card.
And dazzling the red carpet with her husband while representing her father was Eden Bridgman.
I think it's one of those where for my siblings and I, we've been kind of molded and ready for this moment. Naturally, we didn't expect it to happen in the way that it did, but God has prepared us and we are excited to step into his very big shoes, but also create our own path.
A night celebrating Black excellence leading up to the big race. Who are you placing the bet on this year?
Good question. I don't know. I've got 3 contenders, but I'm not going to put their names out there. Not yet.
But I will.
Okay.
Journalism. Love you guys.
Again, such a crazy night tonight, and the headliner was Janelle Monáe, and by the way, she is the first headliner for this gala ever in the 8 years that it's been, and Lyndon Pryor says every single year they continue to raise even more funds than the previous. Reporting live in West Louisville, Jose Alonso, WHAS11 Night Team on your side.
All right, Jose, you look great. You and Emma Geff are bringing us a great coverage there. It's a fun week, and we were glad to bring it alive right here for you. Jose and the night team are just getting started with these Derby parties. Again, it's a fun week. We've got your ticket to the biggest Derby Eve galas this Friday, coming up Friday on the night team. Jose Alonso will be back out with the stars at Unbridled Eve. Alex Dieterer is going to cover the original Derby Eve party in Louisville with the biggest names. It's, of course, Barnstable Brown on Spring Drive in the Highlands also draws a crowd out into the Highlands to see the stars arrive. You don't want to miss it. It's Friday night from the night team.